In this video, we will discuss about program on constructor. First, we will see a basic program on constructor. Then after, we'll see on that same program for how we can overload that constructor. Okay. And overriding is not possible. We have already discussed a lot on this. And I can say, okay, we will write one another program. I can say this is using super and this keyword. Okay. Or I can say constructor call. Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so then let's start the program, I can say. So this class I have written. Okay, I have created one class, that is constructor demo. That's fine. Now I need to take one constructor. Okay, so constructor name is same as class name, I can say. So let me take this. Okay, so we have taken this, that's fine. Let me delete this. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, fine. Now what I'll do here is inside constructor I'm trying to print something SYSOUT. I'm trying to print something like I am inside parent construct, just constructor. Okay, just understand this. Okay, like this way I'm writing. That's fine. Now what I'm doing here is let me create one main method. Okay, if I'll try to print this. Okay, see, if I'll try to run this program, will it run? Let's try to run this. See, we are so see, after I think 1.5 version onwards or 1.7 approx, main method is mandatory. Okay, so without main method, we will get some error. Okay, runtime, but that is runtime error. We are not getting any compile time error here, right? So you can check the version, like from which version it is not allowing. So before that, we were able to run the program like with the help of, I can say, a static block inside that, and we are writing system.exit of 0, and it was working. There were no any runtime exception. But from this version, from I think 1.5 or 7 onwards, it is expecting some main method. Okay, means runtime exception. If there is no any main method, definitely we will get runtime exception for that. Okay, this is nothing but runtime exception. So let me write one main method inside this. I am writing one main method, I can say. Okay, now what I'm saying, what I'm doing here is let me run. Let me save and try to run. See, we are not getting any output. Why? Because we are, although we are, it is not creating a compile time or runtime error. Why? Because we are not trying to print anything inside the main method. Okay, and it is not having inside any static block. If we will written any static block, I can say, and if we have tried to write anything, definitely it will print. Okay, but see, there is no any static block. So we have some method. Okay, so definitely it will run because it is I can say founded by the JVM. I can say JVM will find this and it will run this. But we are not writing inside this, so definitely it will run, but it will not print anything. We are, because we are not printing. Okay, now I wanted to run this. We need to call this. So how we can call? To call this, we will create one simple object and it will call this constructor, right? So this is what we can say. Okay, so we can call the constructor with the help of creating object, or we can call the constructor with the super and this constructor call. We will see this. So first I am discussing about simple program on constructor. Okay, so let's try to run this constructor demo I have taken, and I am trying to create one object here, constructor. Okay, let's say this constructor demo I have written here. That's fine. So in this, okay, if I'll try to print this, now this time it will print. Definitely it will print. See, it is printing. I am inside parent constructor. That's fine. Right, it is matching and it is printing. Now I am trying to take one. Okay, so this time this is a simple program. Now I wanted to overload this constructor. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Override is not possible because it's the same class name and we are writing another class, and that's not the concept. Actually, if you understand properly about the constructor concept, I am not going to explain one and again. So please go and check the previous video. Okay, so let me write one constructor here. I'm just writing here public. Okay, uvlic public, I can say that public, and I'm writing constructor demo. I'm writing here. Inside this I am taking, okay, let me overload this. So I am taking one here, int I am taking here. Okay, and inside I can say that, let me write this something. Okay, so sysout, sysout, I am writing here sysout. Okay, inside this I am writing okay, accepting int, okay, like this way. Let me try to create one another object for this. So let me try to create, copy this, control C, and I'm writing a control V, and inside this I'm passing some, okay, let me cd1 I'm writing, and I'm passing one 10. Now this time this both will come and both will print here inside this. See, it is printing, but it is not printing any value because we are not printing anything inside this. So that's why it is not printing. If I'll try to print this, see this, what is happening. See, it is printing 10, right? Now I am going to write here one local variable, a global variable for this class, I can say, not a local. Sorry, local in the sense if we are writing inside any of the block method or something, so that's the local. So we are just for this class, I'm creating one global variable for this here. Okay, so I'm writing here int, I can say like anything like roll, I am taking roll number equal to, I am passing here 40, that's fine. Okay, now here I am taking one is, I am taking here roll number. Okay, now I am trying to pass here, let me copy this, let me try to paste it here. Okay, now from here I am trying to okay, send, okay, let's run this. See, okay, so let me, for this let me do this dot, I can say roll number, I have taken equal to roll number, I am writing here. Now let's try to print this. See, till here it is printing 10. Now let's try to print this. See, it is still printing 10. Why? Because see this value, it is coming here 40, but at runtime we are passing 10 value from here. Okay, so it is printing this value inside this. So this is why it is printing I can say 10, still it is printing 10 here. Okay, so if I wanted to print the value inside this, okay, so how do we print this 40 value? If I wanted to print this 40, how we can print this? Is this possible? Is this possible? So let's try to do this. Is it possible or not? So see, this was the one method I can say. Okay, now the another is, I can say that I am writing. So how we can call within the same class constructor? How we can call? So we can call with the help of this. If we will write like in this line, second line, this will give error. So for this, we need to write inside first line of every constructor, I can say. Okay, let me write it here. I am writing here. Okay, whatever it is, let me write it here. Okay, so okay, so first understand this. If I will write, this will not possible because we have already discussed about this thing. Okay, here it is not giving any error. So is it possible to pass this value also? If we try to write this, see, it is not giving because it is accepting see, change roll number to a static. Let's move this to a static. Now let's try to print. Okay, now let's pick, yeah, so as we have already discussed about the static keyword. Okay, so let's try to print this. See, it is printing 40 here, right? So this is nothing but constructor call, I can say. Okay, and this is nothing but I can say this and super, this is a keyword. Okay, so till here what we have discussed, this is fine, I can say that normal constructor program we have seen. We have seen about how we can overload the constructor. Thereafter we have seen okay, so thereafter I can say we have seen about this and this constructor call and this keyword we have seen as of now. Now we need to see about the I can say super. Okay, so let's run this super. Let me create a class. I am saying that child I am taking, and it is extending extends extends, I can say constructor demo. Let me, constructor, why it is not working? Constructor demo, that's fine. Extends cons constructor, yeah, it is coming. Okay, so see, constructor demo, okay, that's fine. Now what I'll do here is, let me okay, leave it, no issue. So now what I'll do here is, we need to use this time super keyword and super constructor call. Super constructor call in the sense like it will call the parent class constructor. Okay, let me write here let me introduce a child constructor here. Okay, that's fine, we have introduced here. Now I can say that let me write it here sys, let me write it here, and I am inside child, I can say child class, sorry, child class constructor. Okay, that's fine. Fine. Now okay, so if I'll try to run this, will this run? Definitely it will not run, because see, we are not calling this constructor, right? So definitely it will not run this. Okay, so how we can run this? So for this we need to create one object here. Let me create child c equal to new, and let me create this value here, child. I'm just writing here. Okay, that's fine. Oh, small letter. Okay, fine. Now if I'll try to run, now this time it will print. Let's try to print this. See, it is printing. Yeah, I understand what is happening inside the output. We will discuss this thing, no issue. See, what it is printing here is, it is printing two times, accepting 40, and I can say two times this constructor. We will discuss this thing. See, if we are not writing, see, we are passing something here, right? Inside this we are passing some value. Inside this we in this, it is not taking any variable, it is not taking any parameter, and we are trying to create object for this. Definitely it will come and it will call this. Okay, see, first it is coming here, we have created this object. Okay, so let me, how we can fix this? Yes, yes, fine, fine. Let me make it. Okay, fine. So see here, in this what we are create, it is coming here inside it is checking there is no any static. Okay, so this value will be initialized in the riw, I can say rio, read and read indirect, write only, I can say. Then after it will come to the static method, it will create object for constructor demo. Okay, and with the help of this cd it will go and it will call this. Okay, so it will call this method, it will call this constructor. Inside this it will call, it will read this line, this is the constructor call for this one. It will come here, it will initialize the value whatever it is, and then after it will print accepting int whatever the value it is printing here. So that's fine, no issue. Now then after it will go and it will come here inside this, it was at this line, now it will come to the seventh line, and it will print I am inside parent constructor. So it is printing I am inside parent constructor. That's fine, fine, no issue till here, fine. Now we are creating one another object, I can say. Okay, so if we are creating one another object, see, our program as a programmer, if we are inside any of the constructor, if we are not writing super keyword, I can say super constructor call, if we are not writing, so by default java will provide super constructor call for this. Okay, so whatever it is, it will also provide the super constructor here if we are not, if we will not write here. Okay, so whatever the super class constructor, it will call for that. Okay, so if I will write here super also, let me write it here. So I am writing super here, and see, there will be no any output change inside this if we will write. So what it will happen, it will, this object will be created c. Okay, inside this, see, there is no any parameter, it will come inside this, it will call the super class constructor. Okay, it will call this super class constructor, in the sense this constructor means it is not taking any parameter, it will call this, and inside this it will again, it will come inside the sixth number line, it will come here to this constructor, it will print this value once again. See, it is printing once again. Then after it will come, it was here, then again it will come inside this, means this will print this value. Okay, that's fine. Then after it will come and it will print like this. So this is the idea about, I can say, constructor, right? See, there is no any output change. Fine. So this is the idea behind, I can say, about the constructor basic program. We have also seen about, I can say, some I can say overloaded constructor, how we can overload the constructor. Then after we have seen about how we can use this keyword, and how we can, okay, so how we can use super keyword, we will also see this bit, no issue. So okay, let me try to write here super dot, I can say that, and whatever the value, if it is available, see, roll number. If I'll try to take this, see, roll number equal to, I'll write here roll number. If I'll try to write here roll number, then we need to initialize this value. Okay, so let me, okay, this program I have seen that, that's fine. I am just writing another one. I am taking int I. Okay, so in instead of this, let me take one another value, I can say that. Let me take one a string value. I'm taking arrange a string str equal to, okay, this time I'm not initializing any value. Okay, fine. This time I'm trying to take one value inside this. Okay, let me take this as string a string. I am taking str, I am taking here. Okay, inside this we need to pass some value if we are writing this. So let me pass it here. I can say I am passing java. Fine, fine. Inside this, see what it is happening, why it is giving error. Let's come to this point. Cannot convert from void to int, it is saying like this. Wait, let me delete this because we are passing string. Okay, fine, super, fine. Let me come here and let me use super keyword for this. So I am writing super dot, I am writing, and whatever the str I am writing like this, whatever it is coming here equal to, I am writing str. Okay, so this is what it is happening. Okay, so let me take here some different value, str1. So what I need to do here is str1. See, this str super dot str means it is calling this one. Okay, and this str1 we are initializing this value here. So means java it is coming here, and this value is replaced, whatever the value it is there means null, it will be replaced with, by default. See, it is having null, right? So null is replaced by java, I can say. So this is what it is happening. And now let me sys out, I am writing here sysout, I can say that. And inside that I am writing something like whatever it is. Inside I am inside child constructor, something I'm writing here, constructor. Okay, fine. Now let me write here str, I can say that str1 I am trying to print here. That's fine. Let's set this. Now let's try to run this program. Okay, see, it is printing. See, the flow will be same. Nothing to worry. See, either we are writing super or not writing. If we are not writing, in this internally Java will provide for this, I can say, right? And if we are writing, then definitely it will call the super class constructor, I can say, whatever it is. If we are passing some value inside this, like see, it is accepting 10, so we can also pass this directly, and it will directly come to this. Whenever this one will be called, it is come here and it will call first this one. This one will not be called, right? So let's try to run this. Okay, see, this time output has been changed. So this time what happened, it created this object cd. Okay, and it is coming here, it is this dot roll. It is coming here means whatever the roll number means, it is accepting integer. It is coming here and it is accepting that whatever the roll number, this line is printing. Then after I can say, it will say that okay, so this was at this line due to this object I can creation, I can say. Now this time it is printing this one, right? Fine. Now again, what we are doing, we are trying to create the object for this one, child one. It will come directly to this one super, means it will come directly here, it will not go here, it will come directly here, and it will print like accepting whatever the value we are. See, first time it was printing 40. Okay, this time at a runtime we are passing some value. See, it is printing 10, and then after it is printing I am inside str1, and it is printing like this. So this is how we can say about whatever the program we have, like basic program we have seen overloaded. Okay, overriding is not possible, and we have used seen the program on super and this keyword. So this is what we can say about this constructor with the program. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day.